Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Homestead Challenge. All right, so I've seen a couple of videos on done by somebody else, playthrough, anyways, done by somebody else on this, and I wanted to attempt it. So I'm here on the new Frontier map. I have purchased these two plots of land right here. Yes, I bought two. I have $0 in my bank account. I have a pickup truck, and I have a chainsaw, and that is it. Also, I drew in road, and I've encased my two plots of land with a gravel road as well, just to mark it out so I know where it is. But first things first, I need to get myself a couple of items. I need a trailer. I need a a trailer. I need a place to live. So I need enough money for. I have was it Pioneer's tent? I think it's called. So that's one item I want. And yeah, I need to get working. There's the other side of my land. So I think first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to clear all the trees off of the gravel road that goes around the property and get that sorted. But also, like I said, I need a trailer and something for a sleep trigger. I am playing on 1 day months, hard economy. So this could take a while to get enough money. We shall see. But my goal is to build. I'm thinking cattle ranch, but it's start from scratch. So I have, and like I said, zero cash to begin with, and I have to build everything by hand myself. So, and this is New Frontier, the Forestry Edition, I believe, is what I'm using. So, or at least it's supposed to be the Forestry Edition. I don't know if it is, but doesn't seem like it has a whole lot of trees on it for me. But not selling here. This stuff has to go straight to the lumber mill, which is all the way over here. I could pick up a couple of contracts for these other fields for other people, but I'm not gonna. I'm gonna avoid using contracts. Um, I'm gonna avoid using super strength. I know I used it for a couple of pieces of this tree. I'm not sure if I needed it, but I did have it turned on at the time. So I was trying to. I was trying to avoid using it altogether, but I had it turned on to try and get rid of a couple of the bushes and trees around the property that I just wanted to cut down and get rid of and not actually try to, harvest for resources. So that gives me 3,000. Wonder how much a trailer would be. First things first, let's check the sales and see if there's anything good in there. But I left that stupid pack on. Whoops. I'm gonna have to go through and clean up my mod list. But there's some items in here I definitely do not need. I don't have enough room with that. 23,000 for that flatbed. It's a little too large, anyways. Nothing in the sale department, so let's see what we got in trailers. Give myself an idea of what I need for. Hey, where are these trailers? Do I want flatbed? Could. This is 25. I could get this one and turn it into a flatbed. It's only 6,000, but it's also not very large. What do I have in the lower section? 25. Nothing there that I'm interested in. There's another trailer somewhere. I know there is. I have other mods that I know there's a trailer in. No, not in this section. Wait, there it is. This one, $8,000. I could go with this one. That might be a good starter trailer. I can't fit a whole lot in it, but it'll carry more wood than my pickup truck. So that might be something to shoot for. Mods that I've seen somebody else use is hand tools, which is, basically you can plow and cultivate and plant and all that with hand powered tools, push tools. But it seems a little weird to me. But I might look into it. But I think the first episode here, I'm just going to try to get enough money to get my sleep trigger down, get my get a trailer, possibly work towards getting maybe a sawmill put down so I can make money that way instead. But if I do that, I need something to load pallets onto a truck with, so I'm not using auto load and I'm not using super strength, so that will kind of make it a little more difficult. So gotta figure out what I'm gonna do there. I gotta survive off of just wood though. It's gonna take a while to make enough money to buy anything at $3,000 a load, and only being able to load everything by hand. All right, let's see. Right back into this. Load these up. This is without super strength, though. As you can see, I can't pick up my truck, so apparently I can pick up these chunks of tree, which is pretty large, if you ask me. Seems a little strange. I don't think I should be able to pick that up. I'm going to pull these this way a little bit more. Maybe I can get an extra log on the truck. Yeah, I should be good. I'm going to throw a strap over it too, just to make sure it stays where I want it. So yeah, what are, like I said, goals for the series? I mean, one, just to have some fun. Two, to make it a little bit of a challenge. And three, I'm seriously thinking just try to build a cattle ranch. Large-scale cattle ranch. Maybe do some extra building around the area to make it look like there's more people here than there already is. Because as it is, there's nothing. Ooh, get in there. That should be fine. Got this small piece last here. Let's just grab this. Gonna have to cut up that other tree. Go there, but let's see. Might have to move the truck closer. I'm gonna try cutting these all down the same size as those ones. I cut everything at 2 meters. I don't know if I'll be able to lift this one at 2 meters, but we'll try. Only problem, I need to have this turned on just so I can see my cutting knife. That kind of sucks. It's a pretty small diameter tree, so I should be fine. And yeah, these two trees were basically right in the middle of the road, so they're right on the edge of the road. Just so everybody knows that definitely was not cutting trees off of property that's not my own. That's why I drew the line in for the property line, so I knew exactly where my property ended. This is weird. Why is it not letting me cut this? Or why is it not giving me a length to cut this? Huh. We'll just leave that one for now. So yeah, that's why I drew this in. Drew the gravel in just to make sure I could mark it. So yeah, basically this tree was right here. So I pick that one up? No. But I can pick this one up. Okay, so what I might do is back the truck in a little closer. Turn this. I'm gonna spin this around. Grab that. Let me back this truck up. Don't want to have to haul this stuff by hand but far, so I don't really want to build. I don't want to start building down here and it's wide open. I kind of want to build back up in that way, but that one's going to have to be. So there's to it. It's just going to have to get cut down. See how far we can get. Come on now. Why are you stuck? Why are you being like that? Just throw that strap over to make sure it stays there for now. I'll be able to get this second tree on quite easily by the looks of it. The way I stack this, so I might cut these two birch trees that are here down and throw them on too. I mean, this piece I could have got away with cutting these longer, these last smaller pieces, but got them all the exact same so that, you know, when I throw them on the truck, they actually fit and line up with each other. And then I got this piece, which is, like I said, for some reason it wouldn't let me cut an angle or size on this. So got a limb on there that just refused to get chopped off, because of course it would. There. Alright, we're going to cut this down to 1 meter, I guess. Why it's not giving me a length, I'm not sure. It's not even giving me the cutting option. What the heck? Really stupid. There. So I want to try and... No, I don't want to do that. I'd rather not have them sticky at the end like that. Yeah, we're just going to jam that up on top. Strap that down. Like I said, do I cut these two little birch trees down? I think so. They'll fit on there easily. I think. Come on. There we go. Now, obviously, once I do get going on this, I don't want to clear cut every tree off the property. I want to leave some. But until I get some money together to start building. Why are you being like this? So weird. Alright, this one I'm gonna get away with cutting larger. I don't know how long I want to cut it, but definitely can go bigger than 2 meters. Why is it not giving me a length all of a sudden? This is so weird. Whatever. Alright, same with this one. I'm just going to toss this one up. And I'll cut it off once it's on the truck. Because there. Make sure that's not over the truck. This should be good. Wonder how much I'm going to get out of this, though. First one was almost 3,000. This one probably going to be less because they're smaller. But I've got a whole second tree on there, and should be okay. We'll see. Again, I need 8,000 for that small trailer, which, should be okay. I could finance stuff, but I'm gonna try to avoid financing if I can. I don't want to go more in debt than I already am, and if I finance, I need a guaranteed income stream before I really can make money at that, so. And yes, I am terrible at staying on the road, as you can tell. Oop. Hang on to her. Now, here's the question. Do I want to go directly into cattle? Probably not. I want to start with something else first. Probably start with chickens. Problem with chickens is I need a field of some sort. I need some kind of feed for them, so I'd have to figure that out. Another 2,000. So $5,000. 2 loads of wood. I'm gonna need at least 1, possibly 2 more loads of wood just to get the trailer. And then I need a bunch of that wood to get a spawn point or sleep trigger set up. Get a place to sleep and whatnot. So normally I wouldn't worry too much about a sleep trigger because you don't really have to sleep in this game, but give it a little bit of realism. I want to put a sleep trigger in, so I'm forcing myself to sleep. I'm gonna try and record this series as not a whole lot of cuts, so I don't want to cut stuff out unless I have to. Unless people are bored with the gameplay and they want me to speed through things. I don't really want to cut a bunch of stuff. Oh God, cut a bunch of stuff out and have everybody thinking that I'm doing things without that I'm not supposed to be doing. That's the main reason. I say I'm not going to use. I'm going to avoid using super strength and stuff, and then you go and cut it, and people are going to assume that I'm using super strength probably. So Alright, so wonder if this isn't as far back as I originally thought, but I wonder if I can put my tent down right in here. Let's hop out. I want to try and get rid of this piece of brush. Can I get an angle that'll let me cut this? So this is where I'll use super strength, something like this. Just so I don't have to deal with it. I'd rather just delete that tree and be done with it. Alright. Let's see about a house. Construction. We're gonna look for farmhouses. So I need 20,000 for this. And that would go, you know, somewhere around here. Will give me the wardrobe trigger and a sleep trigger. I think that would be fine. Just don't have the money for it. So that is, honestly, I think that's my first goal, is getting that. And then other than that, see, I got one tree there that I gotta cut down. I'm gonna head up this way. I'll bring the truck up once I get some of this done, but I think what I'm gonna do is just, I'm gonna walk the gravel road and cut down any of the trees that are on it. Like this one needs to go, for sure. It's not directly on the road, but it's a little too close to the road for my liking, so we're just gonna get rid of that. Now this road is subject to change. I might decide to get rid of it or move it, whatever. But for now, it's going to stay as a guideline, basically. Guideline to the edge, to the edge of my property, and then also I'm going to build off of it for other things, so this one's getting... I'm going to drop this on the neighbor's property. That is that even on my property? I don't know if that one's on my property or not. That one's not on my property line. So I can't even get rid of that one, so... That goes to show you the road is just on the edge of my land. Oh. This one isn't on my property at all. That's not good. I might have to clear that up. The road is not quite on the edge of my land. Right there. So the edge of my land is this side of the road. Looks like yeah, if you look at it here, I definitely skipped over a little bit when I was drawing this line in. Okay, well, that's that. How many more of these are off my land? That one's off. That one's off. Alright, well, there you go. I have to stay over here. Cut up some trash. Doesn't need to exist. There's this one that can go. It's not a very big tree, but it can go. Come on now. Get rid of the stumps the easy way. Alright, I'll take this one out. Crazy is, how is this road on my property? I drew this This was a perfectly straight line when I drew it on here. I know it was. So, can I follow this one? Oh. Can I follow this one? No. How much of this is... So none of these trees are going to be on my property. This one I'm going to hit with some super strength and try and get rid of altogether. And it won't allow me. See, this one's another one. This is weird. Why can't I cut that? Huh. Alright, I'm gonna have to go in with, I'm gonna have to use some sheets to basically cut some of these trees off of this road. Alright, well. What are we looking at? Almost 30 minutes in. Oh, get rid of the super strength. I don't want to accidentally delete the tree. All right. Obviously, I'll have to bring the truck over here closer to these trees. I'm not carrying them all the way down to the truck. But if I can get as much of this lumber on or these trees on the truck as possible, then I can sell this off. I need, like I said, I need at least 20,000 to get a place to sleep, and then I need 8,000 for a trailer so I can haul more. And then maybe I'll look into these hand tools mod to see if I can get some real cheap equipment to start, actually farming. And I'll go in and I think what I'll do is I'll turn on power tools and just, get rid of the trees that are on this road. I'm not going to worry about keeping them for making money. They're not on my property. I'll just get rid of them altogether. So, yeah, I'm going to call this an episode, probably. And I have a plan now for the next episode, obviously. I need to cut this thing down. Get all these trees chopped up. Get these sold. There's a branch on the bottom of this that shouldn't be there, but unfortunately that happens. Yeah. So yeah, that's my plan for the next episode. Gonna do a little bit of prep work in between, get rid of the trees on the road line, unfortunately, and go look for another mod to maybe, like I said, get the hand tools, make it easier to just get into farming without having to, spend a fortune and be able to buy a tractor right away, because I don't want to have to buy a bunch of tools to load logs, which is what it's looking like I'm going to have to do at this point, and I don't want to. I'd rather not do that if I can. Alright. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy, and I will see you in the next episode.